yesterday was a good day, maybe, for DC fans who have been hoping that someday, one day, maybe the Flash movie was actually going to get made. Because now we have a release date that's been set, which is July 1st, 2022. That weekend corridor is now officially when that movie is supposed to premiere. Now, The Flash did have another premiere date, which was sometime in 2018, but it didn't make that. And, before and I think after that, there were multiple delays. So people were wondering, is this movie ever going to get made? But now I guess they can maybe breathe a sigh of relief or be put at least a little bit at ease because a release date has been set, which means that now, Warner Brothers has given itself a deadline. Now, some people are still not completely sure because, the last release date, the official release date Flash had, that could be delayed or pushed back, which has already happened multiple times. So we'll see. I do think this time they will make that release date because they do have a director in place now. I mean, after they've gone through a lot of the growing pains already, right? And Ezra Miller, their main actor, has already successfully lobbied and campaigned for them to make the movie in a tone that he would like personally, after a lot of this other drama. I think that the other instances of drama they've had, they've already gone through a lot of that, and now they can just hit the ground running. And Warner Brothers with DC has seemed to, at least for now, turn a corner. A lot of their movies seem to be going a lot more smoothly and doing better in terms of public perception and reviews than before. And Fantastic Beasts 3, which is supposed to start filming soon, they should be able to film that. Ezra Miller has to commit to that first because that's already started. They should be filming that and done in time for him to start doing The Flash, in time for it to make a 2022 release date because that's more than 2 years away. So I am a little bit more confident that this July 1st, 2022 release date will stick. We'll see. Fingers crossed, right? As I said before, this movie has been plagued with problems. Now, as for the timing of that date, I think that because Ezra Miller's take on The Flash is more like youthful, he's a younger character, they might be trying to take advantage of that youthful July real estate that the recent Spider-Man movies have enjoyed. I think Spider-Man Homecoming and Spider-Man Far From Home were both released in July, and Tom Holland's Spider-Man has that in common with Ezra Miller's Flash in that he's like a younger superhero, a younger interpretation of Spider-Man. In the way that movie is shot and presented, not just the character's age, but it's a very youth-oriented Spider-Man. And Ezra Miller's Flash, for the most part, has been very youth-oriented in the way that he's been presented in the DCEU movies he's been presented in. So I'm thinking that DC and Warner Brothers may want to capitalize on that same kind of, summer Spider-Man kind of crowd that Marvel has capitalized on, right? I think that July 1st, 2022 right now, DC staked it out for The Flash, but I think in late July, there's some Marvel movie that's supposed to come out too. Maybe the next Spider-Man movie or a similar movie. But, Flash will have most of July to himself. Well, at least before Marvel comes to July at the end. But there's probably other studios in between July 1st and July 29th that will, be releasing movies too. Because, the holiday, because movie weekends are very, getting crowded these days because there's only so many weekends in a year. And every studio wants to have, a blockbuster franchise potentially in each weekend, it seems, right? So, it's not just going to be, it'll be bookended by Flash and a Marvel movie, but in between then, who knows how many other movies are going to be there too. But for now, July 1st, 2022 is when we should expect our very first Ezra Miller Flash movie. So are you happy that, The Flash is getting a release date? And do you think that it is going to make that release date? Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.